Hi, everybody. Welcome. So, we are doing our weekly live mini readings. And for the last few times I've been live, including some of the other groups that I dabble in, I've been doing 2021 business glimpse readings. And so, we're doing that tonight. It's basically a mini glimpse into the energies that we're seeing around your business in 2021. And what is great about that is that we have free will choice. So, if there's something that we're picking up on in the energy of your business, what it is basically giving you is a little forecast based on the energies that we see coming up. It's a forecast of like where you're headed, what goals we see you reaching, or if there's anything that we see off alignment in terms of your business goal and what we're picking up on today. Then it's a great opportunity for you to pivot, for you to make some changes, and for you to readjust energetically so that you can line up with what you're wanting to achieve. So I have two decks primarily that I've been pulling from for the business glimpse readings. And so we will pull two cards for you. Let me get this other deck going. Okay. We're going to pull two cards. And it's going to be one that's more from my business oriented deck, and then the other one that's just showing anything else energetically to be aware of. So if you do want a reading tonight, depending on your time zone, all I need you to do is leave a comment with the name of your business. Hi, Samantha. And we will tune in to those energies. Just getting my decks ready over here. I would appreciate it for everybody that's watching or anybody that catches the replay. Just leave me a comment. Let me know what you're doing. That always helps us get in front of more people. Or if there's somebody that you know and you're just like, oh my God, Sheila, I'm just making up a name of your best friend. Sheila would love to get a business reading. I'm going to tag her so that she could see what's going on this evening and be a part of this. So yes, whoever wants to go first. It's kind of quiet. We did drop some opportunities in my group for reservation, and usually people, like, I feel like last week everyone was like snapping those up right away, but I do not know. It's been a little bit quieter today in there, so I'm thinking that some people are starting to like get into holiday mode. They're like, I don't know, maybe wrapping Christmas presents or choosing some recipes out for later in the week. Well, hi, Samantha. Do you have a business name that you are going under, or do you go by your name? That'll help us tune into the energy. Whew. So let me know about that, and then we'll connect in. But anybody else, as you are arriving, we're just getting started today, this afternoon. So all that we need, if you want to do a little business glimpse for 2021, is the name of your business. And so that is like your hand raise. That is like showing us that you are ready. Okay. Just like Samantha is doing right now. Okay. So Samantha, I'm going to tune into your business. Okay. Let's pull out a few cards. Okay. Okay, 2021. So, Page of Air, it's talking about some challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. I feel like it's been kind of a whirlwind. I feel like the last I want to say 8 months, 8 months, that there's been a lot going on. I feel like 2020 has been I just feel like there's like a whirlwind of energy in terms of a lot of different transformations. And then it feels like a few things that have needed to fall away so that they can take on a new form. And I see that form, the things that, especially over these last few months, has been starting to ground into place, that will continue into the first few months of next year. But it does feel like, a big transition year for your business in terms of 2020. And then I see a lot of new things, like I want to say, coming online. Like my sense is that there's a move towards some digital offerings, like some courses, the way that they're even using that term coming online. Let me know if this makes sense. But the offers card is coming up on the other side. So it's talking about offers that are connected into the product practical, that are creative. And then I'm also tuning into the words here that are talking about high value and price. So I do feel like along with all of these changes that 2021 is holding like a different earning money potential, because some of them I see are some offers and some different things that are like no longer related to your time. And then it seems like that based on the shift that's happened for you over the last okay, so I got 100. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. Okay. Based on whatever work you did at the end of 2020, like I feel like it's like this energy of like not like your business launching, but you sort of like launching and making more headway. I do want to say that like don't be surprised if like your energy doesn't feel like you just want to like go and launch into some of these new things and these new offers, because I feel like I just see so much on your mind that's been like, I want to use the word percolating so much on your mind, that while some other people feel like they kind of just like hit the ground running, I do see you taking the first few weeks of January 2021 to be planning, because it feels like you're just entering into this year differently. You are a completely different person, it feels like. And so make sure that your prices match that. There's going to be a little bit of internal pushback initially, because I do see they're telling me like some quantum jumps in terms of pricing, meaning that I see you like more like doubling or tripling it. It does feel like big gaps, not just small up levels. So you're saying more grounded, less volume. Okay. Yeah. So I just feel like this is it's a very different feel to you and the business in 2021, but it feels really good. I just see like you having more time, you having more flow because of that, and then you making more money because you're charging those quantum leap prices that they're talking about. Okay, so it sounds like it is definitely making sense. So thank you, Samantha. I hope you enjoyed that. So for anybody else that's stopping in, we're doing our business glimpse mini readings. It's kind of quiet as of right now. So I try to stick to 2 minutes. If it's kind of quiet and we feel like we have a lot of just like spaciousness to flow together and be here longer in the reading and take that moment, we'll do that. We'll totally do that. I do want to invite you, if anybody does want to come and interact with me and go live. Like I just love seeing your face or hearing your voice. I feel like I get that cleaner connection into your energy, and it's just a fun interaction. So Solange can drop a link if anyone does want to be pulled into the live, and it does give you the opportunity to ask like some follow-up questions. It gives you the opportunity to really go a little bit deeper as well with what we're getting, since you're interacting. We're sort of co-creating that experience together. But we're ready for somebody new. Oh, thank you, Samantha. I do. I do offer deeper readings. So I either do a recorded 30-minute reading. I could send you some details. Or I do like deeper ones where we do like a blend of like tarot and other things where we would actually be on live together. So I can send you that. But thank you. Thank you for that confirmation. I appreciate that. Hi, Vicky. Yes, Vicky. So we are ready for you, girl. Can you tell me the name of your business? We're doing Business Glimpse 2021, and I'm going to pull 2 cards for you. But that's going to help me connect, instead of more to you, more to your business. Oh, thanks, Samantha. Yes, I will. Absolutely. Yes. And by the way, for anybody that's joining me for the first time, these are my winter hours. I decided that my hours are going to shift with the season. So a few weeks ago, I did shift into this new winter time set. We used to be on Tuesday evenings, but until February, well, March. We're going to go until spring, until officially spring. I'll be at this time slot every week, and the theme changes. Usually we do business, career, money, purpose readings. But yeah, make sure that if you're loving this, or if you know somebody that really would love a reading, that it will consistently be on Mondays at 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern. Okay, so Vicky Hauker, you would be up next, or anybody else that's watching. We're going to pull you guys in quickly. We don't have any kind of a wait right now since we're just kicking off this evening. So all that we need is your business name, and that's going to allow me and give me your hand raise. Let me see if I can raise this chair up. Hang on. Ooh, I feel like I'm like lower down today. But that'll give me your permission, like your little hand raise, to read the energy of your business and tell you what we're seeing. Oh, so if it's the first time that you are here, what we're going to do is take a little pause. I usually get quiet for a moment. I pull a couple of cards from 2 different decks, and then we're tuning into the energy of what we're feeling in your business as of today. So the good news is, since we're looking ahead at 2021, it's giving us like a roadmap or a blueprint. Think about it as if we like fucking MapQuest circa 2002 kind of printed out some directions of where we see you headed. It's a very quick top level overview of the terrain that we're seeing and how we're seeing the energy of the business and you sort of mapping in that terrain. Does it look like we're reaching our goals? Does it look like maybe there's some information or some things that we need to adjust today so that you can be better kind of mapped to your goals? So that's my metaphor for what we're doing. Thanks, King. But yes, Vicky, I saw that you were here, but then Vicky, I don't think you're there. I don't know where you are. Hello, King. But Vicky, if you are still, Vicky H, if you're still listening, we're ready for the next individual. We're just starting. So we're just going to take anybody that drops their business name in. What else do we have going on? So in my group, How to Make Money Being Magical, it's a place for healers and coaches, and I just call them like spiritual freelancers, people that do readings or whatever other kind of amazing world-changing healing work that they do. It's a place where we gather and we talk business. We do a lot of divine feminine business stuff in there, a lot of business divination, but we're calling it the Spiritual as Fuck Session Exchange, our twist on Secret Santa. So everybody in there is offering up a 45-minute session, and they're getting one in return. We have, I think, in the low 40s signed up. So if you are not yet in the group and you'd like to join us, Solange dropped a link in the comments, and that's how you would get in there. There's just like a little Google form that we're filling out, and then Solange and I are going to do the pairings tomorrow, since it's the last day to sign up for that. So everyone would have through the month of January to receive their session and deliver their session, and we'll get you the contact info for whoever you get paired up with. But we're really excited about that, because even though I know, like, I love giving readings, like I know I love like receiving coaching and readings as well. So we thought it would be really fun for everybody to get to experience something a little bit different. Whew. So yeah, I feel like this is the quietest Solange that it's been in like probably since earlier this year. We always have people that want readings, and this is probably like the first that it's not. Hi, Solange. Do you want to do a reading for your business, Solange?
Oh, that'd be great. Yes.
I'm like, we're just gonna play around here then, if
Let's
no one
do
wants to
it.
come do it.
Yeah, great.
So we'll just do your name. I mean, I know you have other big changes that are coming up
Yes.
for next year, so we'll see what's there. But yeah, I figured, why not? I'm just gonna give myself my own business reading then. Okay, let's see. So the moon card is coming in. So it's talking about important psychic insights, events behind the scenes. Maybe that's because you're having a baby. Maybe that's what's behind the scenes. It says releasing any fears that hold you back. So what I see is it's like this beautiful divine angel, and it looks like it just looks like some energy and things that are like kind of keeping her strapped in one place. It feels like there might be for you a sense of some fears of like, how is this going to work? Or I don't know if I'm going to be able to balance this, because I do feel like it's interesting. It's almost like, see how there's like the water, how it's like divided like that. It almost feels like that sense of time being divided. But I do feel like it's just time for you to not worry or even think about it right now of what you're going to do or trying to plan it out. Like, just take it one step at a time. The masculine energy card is coming in reversed. So I'm feeling like it's the need to kind of slip into more of the feminine, to not be too worried, like business wise, about what's going to happen after you transition, like out of maternity leave, or even like, I feel like I see you trying to kind of be like, well, what do I do? Or when do I stop this? Or how long am I going to want to do these things? Like, what should I do? Like, it feels like it's a lot in like the mental energies. I do feel like I want you to, for whatever reason, like this moon card came in, I do feel like I want you to be more tuned into the lunar cycles, because I do feel like that's one of the things that helps you to be more in your divine feminine flow. And I do want you to be like pulling a few of your own cards, because I think either that and like journaling on it, or finding a few journal questions and like tuning in, because I feel like I just want to bring you back to that softening within you, that softening within your energy whenever you go more into like the mental aspects of trying to kind of plan everything and figure it out. I'm feeling like I don't know why November is coming in. Like, I just feel like, knowing, obviously I already know like the time frame of like when you're having the baby, but I do feel like in terms of like November, so like, let's see, you're having the baby in May.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So then I'm imagining like June, July, August. So maybe like how, if people, at least here in the US, usually do like 3 months. I feel like it might take a little bit longer than that, like a few months longer, and just make sure that you're giving yourself that spaciousness and maybe planning for that spaciousness, because I just feel like you may want a little bit longer until you feel like pursuing like the next coaching arc of it. But I think that when looking at the coaching specifically, like it feels like it's more like the tail end of next year that I see you really comfortable in diving into it.
Yeah,
How is that feeling?
it feels good and so accurate, actually, because I was feeling like afraid of all the changes about this year and everything. And I've been working lately with the moon cycles and everything. So I'm gonna start like focusing more on the moon cycles, which is really good. And November sounds great, actually.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think if you maybe know like ahead of time that I don't know culturally, like, because I feel like the US tends to take like smaller maternity leaves than
We
other
usually take
countries.
3 months as well.
You do? Okay. Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of feels like you're gonna want to like, I feel like I see you kind of easing in and just giving yourself more spaciousness so that you're not feeling like incredibly rushed. But I do think you're gonna know when you're ready. You're just gonna feel a shift in you. There's a lot of trees in this photo as well. So I just want to remind you as well, like to just go back to like grounding practices, like when you're feeling yourself either being caught in like the planning of like, what do I do? Where do I stop this? Like, how is this going to work? Or what if I were to give birth early? Like and all of that. Like, I feel like I see you returning to grounding, as well as like practicing how you return to grounding and sort of settle the energies within your body. Like, even after the baby comes, I feel like you're going to be, doing a lot of that as well. So,
Great.
all
I love
right.
it. Thank you.
Well, thanks for playing with me. We do
It was
this.
actually my first time getting a
Really?
card. Yes. Like
Maybe we
from
need to
you,
pull
right?
you in. Yeah. Okay. You've had readings before though, yeah?
Yes, I've had, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, maybe we need to put you in more often, just randomly during.
Thank you. I
day.
think we have Nikki Stewart there.
Okay, we'll do Nikki.
So
Thanks,
hot.
Solange.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay, Nikki. So, if anyone else wants to do a reading for their business, we are doing business names tonight, so I can connect in with your business energy and your business entity, and we'll pull 2 cards for you. So that's your hand raise. So Nikki, Soul Heart is the name of your business. Soul Heart. Okay. So it's interesting, like I definitely have such like a calming of my system. I feel like my nervous system just like really settled in, and this like just peacefulness washed over me. I don't know why, like I started to see like a snowy mountain terrain, and a lot of I want to say like evergreen trees or redwood trees. Like I just felt like I was in sort of this wilderness, almost like a environment that a cabin would be in. And I don't know why, Nikki, I'm getting that. I don't know if it's might describe a place that you live, or like a place that you have your sights set on in 2021 to travel to or to hold like a retreat within. But it's just interesting that I went to landscape because I usually don't get that coming in right away. So the 10 of water is coming in, and let me know things as they make sense, or as you're making connections, share those with me. I love that. So 10 of water cards being more linked to the emotions. So this is talking about a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. So this one is always taking me back to childhood. I always want to go back to childhood energies. I always want to go back to the relationships that you had and the people that lived around you at that time. And so it feels like there's an inner child releasing that needs to happen in terms of some energetic things towards the end of this year. And the calibrate card is coming up. So, in terms of calibration and energies, it feels like they're showing us this right now so that you can set yourself up for the next cycle of 2021. In terms of, okay, so I'm seeing a lot of red. So, it's interesting that. I had that sense of like safety and that peacefulness wash over me as soon as you came in. So it's really that I'm seeing that like the wounding that your inner child experience, there was something about like not feeling like you had a foundation or that stability or that sense of like safety and comfort, that there's another layer of that that's coming in, because it feels like it has this kind of hook in. It's like your greatest wisdom typically comes from your wounding, and so it feels like I'm seeing a connection in with that and your business. I don't know if you've seen it like that, or not, but it does feel like this is something that has been something that you have looked at, something that you have done healing work. I want to say this might be the third time that it's come around. Is this making sense, Nikki? Are you with us right now? Are you listening? Give us any feedback. All right, I'm just gonna pull a few more cards because it's that quiet afternoon. Are you watching, Nikki? I'm doing this like extra long reading. Interesting. Yeah. So I feel like it confirms this thread that I'm following when the Purify card comes up. It's making sense. Yeah. So it is talking about releasing what no longer serves, cleaning up the energies and the thoughts. So it's very much like these next, I want to say 3. 3 seems like it's an important number for you, like in terms of your sort of rhythms and cycles of things. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of 3s that you end up seeing. And another confirmation that there's another water card that comes up on the other side for you. And I just pulled another one. And so 8 of water, it's talking about also a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. Okay. I feel like it's very, very similar cards and very similar energies, which yeah, I don't know that if you've seen that perspective on it before, but I just want you to do some other rounds of releasing work and inner child wounding, whatever it was that triggered you to feel unsafe, or like you didn't have that solid root or that solid kind of sense of stability and foundation in your younger years. Like I do see that there's some healing work that really sets you up for bringing your next level in 2021 because it's very connected to what you do. Okay. Hi, Lupe. So I'd love to hear if there's anything else that makes sense. I always love to hear confirmation. I mean, who doesn't, right? So, Lupe, if you are new here, if you're just joining us, we are doing business glimpse readings for 2021. And so, if you're new as well, these are things that I do for free because I know that sometimes people, I believe, I see people that'll do like donations or PayPal. I don't do that for my free readings. This is just my place to come and hang out with people and be with the community here. So it's up for grabs. Anybody that would like a business reading is able to have one, and we get to as many people as we can tonight. So, Lupe, what's the name of your business? And that goes for anybody else that would like for me to tune into the energies of their business tonight. Okay. So, I'm seeing actually Vanessa. So, Lupe, if you want to go as well, I'm going to start with Vanessa since I see her. So Lupe, if let me know, just like Vanessa did, if you have if you go by your name in business or if you have a specific business name, that's what we're looking for. So Vanessa Coogan. Okay. Yeah, Vanessa, I feel like in terms of 2020, the energy that you're leaving behind from this year, it feels like there's been some, I just want to call it friction, like trying to put the right pieces into place, but it kind of feels a little bit choppy, like with the energy. It feels like there's just been a lot of moving pieces and trying to organize things and arrange them. And I feel like a settling, like as soon as I go into the first few months, like I want to say January, February, like the first 6 weeks of the year, I feel like I see kind of this sense of settling and a different energy that starts to get invited in. The 2 of Air card is coming in for you. So it's talking about being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending that there is no problem. What I'm seeing, and I'm getting like a lot of crown tingling right now as well. Like I'm connecting in with like the energy of the environment. Like it doesn't feel like it's necessarily energy that's associated with the business, but it's just like the energy of the life that's surrounding you, like the family kind of household dynamic that's surrounding you that feels like it's, of course, like impacting you and how much you can give to things right now. Would that make sense for you, Vanessa? This morning routine card is coming in as well. So it's talking about like how you start your day, your routine, your practices, your discipline, setting the tone. So discipline is feels like a theme for 2021. I definitely zoomed in on that word specifically. I'm also zooming in on the blues that are coming in. So I feel like there's a sense of expansion, but it's like that you need to go first. Like I feel like there's the sense of life being very segmented right now. Do you have like, I don't know if it's like a either a job or like a different project or some kind of thing that you're associated with professionally, because I just feel like there's energy connecting you to some other entity, and it just feels like it's tethering you a bit. It's kind of tethering you from like fully kind of bursting out and being your own, because it does feel like there's a few other layers that need to shed in 2021 for you to be kind of waking up into your full business glory. But yes, like it does feel like you have been ready more so, but they showed me just the dynamic around you that it's there's nothing that it feels like you're doing wrong or incorrectly, or it just feels like there's a lot tugging at you. There has been a lot tugging at you the last year, and as some of that settles down and moves into its next phase, then I feel like you were just more energetically freed up. Okay. So I want to go with, so Vanessa says absolutely. Yeah. So let me know if there's anything else that makes sense. Herbal products, candles, but that all links the herbal products and candles. Yeah. Yeah. The thing tugging at you, I don't know if there's like, if it would make sense of what I described in terms of the energy. There's just there's more layers to you. I just see more rawness in you. Like while it might already feel like you've already been through this, it feels like you're going to be going through another phase of revealing more of your truth. And so I think that's what I'm seeing in terms of the expansion, but it does feel like something that you have to feel energetically ready for, because it brings an intensity. I mean, I feel like it's leading you on such a really cool business adventure, but I do see more of a niche emerging in the second half of next year. Okay. So I want to go with Lupe Sphinx Spa Suite. Okay. Okay. There's some emotions that are walking in the door with you. Okay. So I just feel a lot of emotional energy that I'm just wanting to experience right now before I start talking. But the sense that I'm getting is like the sense of some things falling apart. It feels like I want to cry. Like it feels like there's just been a lot that has really hit you, and this 9 of Fire card is always coming in when there's a big choice or a decision or a big leap to take, and it's spirit coming in and really saying like, hey, you're not doing this alone. Like you're not on your own. I know that it is something that's like a big deal, but the 9 of Fire is saying like, don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself. So it just feels like you're not meant to walk away. Like I feel like there's a sense of like, should I fully change things up? Should I fully switch this up? Should I still do this? And I feel like you are here and you are listening to this today because Spirit's swooping in and being like, hey, like you are on the right path. You are, yes, we know the energies are kind of crazy right now, but I know that it's been a really intense emotional time for you. So I just want to acknowledge that. The standing out card is coming in, but it's coming in reversed. My sense is if like standing out is coming in reversed, it's that you've been trying to sort of hide and like with some of the behind the scenes coming in. It feels sorry, I know that sometimes like I'm trying to translate the energies and everything, and I realize the words don't always come out perfectly, but I see you being doing behind the scenes work, like the administrative stuff. Like I see that you're not wanting to fully step out and be the face of things. And I also get this sense of you not telling everybody right now because you're not you're not sure if you want to let everybody in on this part of your adventure, which is okay. Like, I'm just trying to give you the sense of like the energy that I'm picking up on, because it changes and I feel this drop in my chest. And it feels like like an anxiety kind of feeling, like a tenderness kind of feeling. So I don't know um w- what it is, but it's like I feel like they're trying to nudge you towards the forefront of things. Like they're wanting you to be more comfortable, like talking about it, being the face of it, being kind of like the spokesperson of it. But yeah, I don't see you doing like a drastic change or walking away from this, because I would it make sense that I've been picking that up for you, that like that you've been having thoughts like you were being redirected. But yeah, the Nine of Fire card, it's a very powerful card. It's a very powerful card to give you that confirmation that you are meant to keep going. Okay. 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 Lupe. It's so funny. Like I see so many people, like one of my best friends is changing her, she has like a lash business, and so she's switching over to a spiritual business. And I feel like there's so many healers that were working in the environment of spas and places like what you have, and they're like they sort of had a different iteration before it was time to them to switch on like into full healing mode. So it's just so cool to be seeing so many people doing that. So Allison, we're able to pull a card for you, Allison, if you're still watching, because it's kind of quiet tonight. I try to stay on theme, but if you are still watching, then let me know, and I'm able to just kind of do a general read for you and see what wants to come in. Okay, so you were nervous about it. Yeah. Um, yeah, and it feels like that card is like always the one that comes up for me, like whenever someone's about to take a leap and like they're kind of standing on the edge and being like, do I do it? Like do I go? Should I make this leap? That it's always that energy that comes in that's just like, yes, you are on the right track. Yes, you are meant it does feel scary, like and it's yes, it's I'm glad you got that confirmation. Okay, so I don't know if Allison is still here. We are able to go off topic. I know we're focused on businesses and the 2021 glimpse readings, but we're able to open it up a bit if somebody wants a different topic. Well, or if not, we'll wrap things up a little bit early tonight. So is there a last call for anybody that wants to do a reading before we head out? No? Maybe we're meant to take it easy tonight. Lupe, thank you. I think we might just end things early today. Maybe we're meant to like have a little bit more easygoing of a day today.
Yeah, maybe because of the solstice and everything, all the energy going around, right?
Mm. How have you been experiencing it today?
I've been a little bit tired today. I actually took a nap. Yeah.
Good.
Like it was meant to be like a half an hour nap, and it was like 1 hour and a half.
Take as many of those as possible. Those are
Yes, I
precious.
know. Before the baby comes, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we have a azalea. We'll do azalea.
Great.
Just a general reading. You work with Lupe? Okay. Sure. Azalea. Okay. I get the image of like a flower opening. There's something coming in the coming months that it feels like you have waited a long time for. Okay. And it feels like okay, so I'm getting an offers card, I'm getting a 3 of earth card. So the earth cards are related more to like money. They're more related to the sense of physical reality. It's talking about the power of creativity, recognition for a high quality of work or being a team player. And it feels like the sense of like the first few months of next year being kind of lush opportunities is what I'm seeing. But what I see behind, like through all of this, is that it feels like it's like a waiting game and a lot of, um, I feel like there's been a lot of impatience on your part. And it seems like this is something that you still worked at, that you've still stayed with, but I do feel like the first 6 months of next year that you're meant to be doing more of a spiritual deep dive. I don't know why, but I get a sense that gifts are like your transformation, that there's like a lot more to come. Like it does get like really read like you haven't yet done like a deep spiritual dive. If you already have, if I'm just like completely wrong about that, then there must be more that's opening up for you, a lot more, because it does feel like it's a pretty big transition for you in terms of your energy. What's the oh my God, yes, in relation to? Tell me what that's about. Um, so the offers, the pricing, the value. Like I feel like for you, it's like recognizing the quality and the value of your work, because I think that I see a lot of people telling you, but it's like something that needs to shift in you so that you feel comfortable asking for that amount. And that feels like it's part of the work for you right now, is just like focusing on looking at where you feel resistance internally with asking for certain prices, and just like I honestly see you doing it anyway and feeling the discomfort, but like it getting easier every time. Because everything that they're showing me is it's like it's not like you need to do any more work. Like I feel like sometimes you have that kind of personality of feeling like, oh, I need this other training or this other certification, or I need this like 6 more months, or I need this many more clients or this many more testimonials. Like I see like they're kind of pointing out that like you don't need anything else. Like you just need to like own it. And I would give you the whatever you are usually charging. Like I want you to do some exercises each day if this is calling to you, or maybe this just sparks some other idea or practice within you of like 3xing your prices and then writing down like 10 reasons every day like why you are worth 3x what you charge. And then really just like I just feel like it calibrates you, it tunes you to that frequency. um so I'm seeing some like agreement that I'm correct with that. So I'm glad that is helping. Hi Jolly. Ja. You haven't been promoting so much that you're spiritual, but you've always been called to put yourself out there. Okay. Going for another certification. Yes. That's you and Lupe. Okay. Good, good. So, Ja Lee or anybody else that's joined, we are having a quiet evening. So we were just about to do last call. We were doing last call before Azalea popped up. So we're gonna wait another like minute or so to see if anybody else wants to do a quick little reading tonight. It's kind of quiet this evening. So if we have these quiet evenings, we're cool with just like going off theme and um just doing our thing. We do have a group as well. So if you are, Lupe and Azalea, I feel like you are in my group, or maybe I see the red hair in your photo, so maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. But if not, or anybody else that's watching, we do have the How to Make Money Being Magical, and it's all for the readers and the healers and the coaches and anybody that has that spiritual essence with what they offer. We hang out together in a group, and it's a lot of fun in there. Thanks, Azalea. Okay. Core. Okay, so I'm gonna look at Shapisa. I'm gonna call you Mabusa, but Core. So I think we're gonna go here. I feel like I'm just gonna say your name incorrectly. For Ja Lee, give me like a general kind of vicinity. And Bertha, same as well. We were doing some 2021 business readings, but if you guys have something different, it's been a quiet night, so we're just gonna go with whatever you guys are wanting, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Core. Okay. Four of air. Is there like a partnership separation or somebody that's leaving that business, or I don't know if it's an employee, but I just feel like there's a person or like an energy that's leaving that business. And so that's the first thought that comes in with it. In terms of the Four of Air card, I do feel like it's interesting. I feel like there's been a stagnation and that it's preparing for a different shift that's going to take place in 2021. But I do see like they're kind of showing me the need to like pivot. Like there's like a slight, it's kind of like I see them sort of thinking like, oh, my market is this is my client, but it feels like it's just like a slight pivot for things to really click into place and for things to begin to take off, because it has been, I'm seeing like kind of like a stagnation, like a lot of activity in work, but that like it's kind of like, why isn't this working? Why haven't things taken off yet? But there's just this slight adjustment that's needed for the business to really like lock in and sort of hit its groove. Four of air has to do a lot with like the mind, the intellect, the thoughts, the logic. It's talking about time to rest or take a vacation, allowing more time to make a decision, or meditation may provide answers. So in terms of that change that I'm seeing with the business, I do want you to, and I'm feeling like a lot of the crown tingling, to have your husband, since it's his business, to make sure that he's not listening to the people around him, because I feel like there's a few opinionated family members that have it feels like they have businesses or they have a lot of opinions and they try to kind of be like, you should do this, like this would be good for you, and that sometimes he'll start to get swayed in that direction. But this really needs to come from within him in terms of what he focuses on and the pivot that he makes, because the crown tingling is like really confirming that for me. So whether he meditates, whether he is willing to like take a walk or be in solitude in nature and not kind of overthink it or feel that pressure from the outside. The masculine energies card is here as well. So it's talking about structure, logic, numbers, direction. So I'm feeling systems. Like it does feel like there's a few systems that need to be, as soon as this change comes, it feels like this is initially going to be something that makes him resist shifting the focus just slightly. It's not like throwing everything out the window, but I see something focusing just slightly, and then it's kind of like the next piece of it is like having to build different structures or systems that kind of support the business. And so I do feel like I know that there might be a little bit of internal resistance on his part initially to make the change because of the work that follows. But in terms of everything that I see him wanting and asking for, that's how I see it coming together. So see you saying it is a partnership. Okay. And that's true that he hired a lot of people from his family and they turned out to take advantage. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad. I hope that helps. But yeah, if he hasn't split, and it's a partnership. Okay. I don't know if he's thinking about this, but I saw that other individual leaving. So it would make sense that that might be the big change that's coming. I don't know if he's aware of that yet. This will be on replay as well in case you want to show it to him. Okay. Okay. So let's see. I know that we saw Ja. Bertha, something related to business. Okay, so Bertha, I'll go to you next. If you do have a name of a business, or let me know if it is just your name, then that'll help us as well. So Ja, would love to know what the universe wants me to know right now, so that I can do that. Okay. Okay. I feel like I initially connected in with you and I just got this glimpse of like putting hands like on the ground, like that you feel like you're connected a lot to like the earth energies, to the elements, to the cycles of nature. Like it just feels like that is where a lot of your magic and power comes from. I do feel like a lot of the crown tingling as well, which is coming in as confirmation. But some people might be connected more to the stars, right? But like I just feel like for you, it just feels very related to the earth and Gaia, a lot of the plant life and the animal life as well. So the renewal card is coming in. It's talking about review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. Um, I get this sense of you like turning away from toxicity. I get this sense of you it feels like it's something that you've already done, like that you had the choice to leave and separate off from some relationships that felt toxic. Like, and it doesn't feel like there was like hard feelings. I just feel like I see this you leaving them behind and choosing something different. And then I feel like a lot of what I'm feeling for you in terms of the next cycle that you go into in the next few months of next year is it feels like it's a lot of like creating um like planting new seeds, kind of creating new things, cultivating new relationships is what I want to say. I don't know why, but I get this like very tactile feeling, like that I'm doing something with my hands. And so it's interesting, like is there something like that you do in terms of making things or creating things or art? Like, I just feel like um, you're on your own now. Okay. Okay. So the money blocks card came in, but it came in reversed. So I do feel like there was money blocks that they're wanting to confirm needed to be healed. But it feels like it's coming in more like, hey, yes, yes, that you are like doing the work, you're healing. I feel like has there been something they're showing me, like something that you manifested as well, that like they're like, yes, you've had proof of that. You've seen the proof come down into your physical reality based on some of that healing that you've done and that shifting that you've done. Everything that they're showing me, it feels very much like you are on the right track, that like you had this intense clearing that happened. So 2021 feels like it's like that year of like building in a new place of like it feels like you like bought your own like farm. I don't know why I'm calling it a farm, but it just feels like I see you like building something new and big, and it feels really authentic to you. And it feels like that's when I'm seeing the relationships and the creating and all of that. It feels like there's something to do with you in the yeah, it's interesting. It feels like it's really expansive. So it does feel like there's a lot unfolding for you in 2021, but you feel very much on the right track. So it sounds like that is okay. Yes, all of them. You're doing that now. Not yet queen. I am queen. Okay. Finally. Okay. Thanks, Azealia. Okay, so Bertha the artist. Okay. Okay, so you're going to be our last one. And for anybody that's watching or just joining, I am here through March at this time, Mondays at 3:00. And I always do free mini readings. So put on your calendar and come hang out with us again. Tell your friends. Ooh, look at your hair, Bertha. I love it. Okay. Okay. Your energy feels really fun. I feel like I'm dancing. Like I feel like I can't help but like be like moving. Do you like dance a lot, or like there's just so much movement coming in with you? um okay, so 7 of fire is coming in. It's talking about defending your beliefs or your decisions, standing your ground, and choosing your battles wisely. I'm getting this sense of protection coming in with this dragon energy, and it feels as though um I'm feeling it more from the family. I don't feel it as much from the business, but I feel the energy that sometimes can tug at you, but you're not distracted by it all the time. But there's like a few moments that you have found it a little bit distracting, or that it's thrown you a little bit. But it just feels like I almost see you questioning like your detachment that you've had from it, and you're like, oh, should I be this detached? Like, do I not like care enough? Should I care more? Should this be affecting me more? But it's like, no, it's not supposed to be affecting you anymore. It just feels like there's been so much shift that's happened in you that you're gonna notice these things that used to really throw you or really impact your energy. You're gonna notice that they just don't anymore. They just don't really feel like they phase you. But that doesn't mean like anything bad about you. If anything, like make sure that you're seeing it from the positive aspect. There's just been a lot of more healing that you've done to really release those parts. Um, your brother told you to stop reading cards because it's bad, but you don't listen to him. Everyone's gonna have their opinion, but exactly that you're like, it just feels like there might have been a time maybe where you took that more personally, but I feel like you're just very much in a different state of acceptance. And those things that it used to trigger, they just feel like there's been a lot that's been lifted and released over the last year. Specifically, I feel like in the last 6 months for you. The client's card, it's coming in reversed. So this card itself is talking about new clients or projects headed your way, looking deeper into who your ideal client is. But I feel like it's reversed because there's something that they're wanting to communicate or have you know about the individual. Let me pull this with the clients. What are we wanting here? Okay, interesting. So the 3 of Earth card is coming in as well. The power of creativity, recognition for being a high quality of work, a team player. Um, yeah, I'm feeling like a very mixed energy around the clients. Like I'm wondering if there's like, okay. So here's what I'm getting. I'm just gonna start talking, and I think that whatever wants to come in is gonna come in. It feels like who you think you're creating for, that it's different, that they're wanting you to move into the place of like plugging in. Like I feel like I see like a cord coming down into the earth, and then cords kind of come and connecting up into the universe. And I feel like it's a more intuitive expression. It feels almost like a sense of like channeled art. But what I'm seeing is that like that energy gets stunted. It gets watered down when you're also trying to think of like, well, who is this for? And like, why is this? Who's going to buy this? How is this going to like fit in for the person? Like that's what I'm seeing is that like it feels like you are meant to be more in this very spiritually connected, almost I just want to call it like a channeled state where you're just like pulling through and creating what you do. And then after kind of coming back to the other part and then choosing, well, who wants this, right? This is my creation, this is my offering, who wants this, and how do I want it? And it feels, I know it's going to feel a little bit backwards, but this is very much what I'm seeing your shift being. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense. That's an interesting message. It sounds really cool, but yes, we're going to wrap up. And if anybody tonight wants to join us in the group, we do have a link in the comments. It's called How to Make Money Being Magical. It is the divine feminine business approach. And there's a lot of healers, light workers, there's coaches, readers that hang out in that group. And we do have our, we're calling it our spiritual as fuck session exchange, our version of Secret Santa going on in there. So basically, everybody that puts a session sort of in the exchange pot is going to be receiving a session from somebody. So there's a lot of like readers, coaches, Reiki healers. I see like sound baths in there. There's somebody that's doing like a style consultant. We have a really cool, badass mix of people in that group. And I want to say there's like in the low 40s that were participating as of earlier today. And so I just would love to have you guys join us. We'll be here next week. So let's see, Monday, what's next Monday? The 28th? I don't even know. Sometime after Christmas, the 28th. We'll be back at 3:00 Pacific, 6 Eastern on the 28th. And thank you so much. Have a good solstice. Have a good Age of Aquarius kickoff day, everybody. Bye.